Sheila wants Taylor to keep telling Deacon to give it to her over and over and over again. What's up, my bold and beautiful peeps? This is my review for today's episode, March 4th, 2026. In this episode, I was laughing too damn hard. This episode, like, I seriously, I was starting to cry. I was laughing so damn hard. I'm gonna try to control myself while I talk about the Taylor and Sheila scenes. If it gets too bad, I'll just pause it and talk and, collect myself and then come back and talk about the rest of the show. But, oh Lord, we start with Deacon in bed, staring at Taylor, but we know it's not Taylor, that was Sheila in the bed. Anyways, the next time we see Deacon is sitting on the bed, getting his shoes on and stuff. And Sheila was wondering if he'd come back to bed, but he's like, no, he got a message from Hope that she wanted to talk to him, so I was going to see her. But Sheila, thanked him for 2 times that night and then again this morning. So I guess she fell back to sleep while he went to take a shower to get the hell out of there. I guess so. So yeah, he goes to Forster to talk to Hope while Sheila goes to talk to Taylor, her office. Taylor's just sitting in her office, just flashing back to her and Deacon at El Gardino's. Did I pronounce that right again? Sometimes I can forget Deacon's little Pizza Hut as Bill puts it. But they've been on really good terms lately, so he hasn't called it the little Pizza Hut in a while. But anyways, so Sheila just walks in. I don't think she knocked. I don't think Sheila don't knock. She was walking. She walks in. I wasn't really feeling her outfit, but it's just funny. She just like telling Taylor, "I know what you did," and Taylor gets all scared, and she gets to tell that she's all sweaty and stuff, and she was like, "I know you were at the restaurant talking to my husband," and Taylor's like, "No, I don't know what you're referring to." She's getting all scared, and she's like backing up, and there's like a little opener on the desk, looked like she was about to grab it, but she was like, "I know that you told Deacon about wanting to for us to reconnect," and she's like, wanted to thank her about it. She's like, because remember, yeah, it was Monday's episode. She told Taylor that it's been a while since her and Deacon went intimate. So Taylor just told Deacon, just go bang your wife, basically. And so he did. And she's like, oh, it's amazing. He's never, given it to me like that. I'm like, oh, Lordy. She was like, it's just working it real good. And the way he was looking into my eyes, it's like, oh, it's like the first time. And then Taylor's like flashing back to when Deacon says, yeah, he'll have sex with Sheila, but I'll be thinking about you, is what he said to her. So she's like, oh, wow. So that means, he would do that to me. If he could do that to Sheila, he could do that to me. So you can see that Taylor was like, very, even wanting Deacon even more after what Sheila was saying. And at the same time, kind of jealous because she's like, I wish that was me. Because come on, when's the last time Taylor had a real man? I'm not talking about Ridge. I'm talking about a real man's man. I don't know, but she told Taylor's like, whatever you said to Deacon, keep saying it over and over and over again. At that point, I was like, I couldn't control myself. I was laughing so hard, like tears were coming down my eyes. I'm like, oh my god. So hilarious. I hope they pick up with that scene tomorrow. Yeah, I might not be able to watch it live tomorrow. 'Cause I have to go into the office, but I definitely be watching it on Paramount tomorrow night. On Paramount Plus tomorrow night. Anyways, I thought that was just so funny. If you only have time to watch part of the episode, watch Taylor and Sheila scenes. But yeah, so Deacon goes to see Hope. Hope, there's two chicks in her office telling her, they have meeting. They did everything they're supposed to do for her, and she's like, "Thank you." And then they were still standing there, and it's like, Is there something else? They're like, oh, we're looking for Will. And I was like, oh lordy. So these chicks are into Will and the other chicks are into RJ. Got it. Well, those chicks have better taste because Will looks way better than RJ. Just my opinion. But they went away when Deacon came in. They said, "Oh, we love your pizza," and he told them, come by, the restaurant. We got a new pizza sauce, and I was like, "Okay, cool. Can I get a slice?" Yeah, I was hungry, but I didn't eat lunch yet. Anyways, so Hope just wanted to talk to him about Taylor. I was like, I know you want her. Just take her or whatever. And he's like, no, I'm married to Sheila. It's like, come on. You know you don't want, you want Taylor, blah, blah, blah. That's basically what she kept saying over and over again. And Deacon's like, no, he's committed to his to his marriage. And he said how do I put it? He reconnected with Sheila last night. And I'm like, I was hoping he won't going to say that he reconsummated their marriage. Like, that's so awkward. Like, why would you want to talk to your parent about sex? Ugh, especially your dad of all people. Ugh. No, bad enough I already know he had sex 3 times. So, I don't need to know about all that. But yeah, Hope keeps trying to push Deacon with Taylor, which I can understand. She was like, Sheila, but she was talking about how Deacon turned his life around and stuff. I'm like, so has Sheila. Sheila has done some really messed up stuff in the past, and I can understand you like not liking that or being step not believing that she has changed. But really, what has Sheila done since her and Deacon been engaged and then got married? So what has she done? What is stopping Sheila from being Sheila? Being with Deacon. So if she doesn't have Deacon, then why would she care? Who else is she gonna have? Finn don't want to be in her life. Luna is dead. Well, then she has some kind of connection with Lee, but Lee's not on all that often. But but y'all just want to poke the beast. And Stephanie just told Hope's ass on yesterday's episode to let it go. Do not push them together. Okay? Because I think that, if Steffi finds out that Hope was still pushing this, and if Deacon really does leave Sheila, then Steffi is going to fire Hope's ass. Maybe even whoop her ass. And I'll be all for it. Usually I'm on Hope's side when it comes to Steffi, but I'm on Steffi's side for this one. Don't poke the damn bear. So we shall see. But in the previews they show, on Fridays, I do remember it looks like Taylor and Deacon are gonna be making out by the end of the week, but will it go all the way? Will Taylor be like, do me like you did Sheila? I'm sure Deacon won't have no problems doing that to Taylor. Oh Lord, he's gonna tear up that port. Let me stop. But speaking of Will, I almost forgot that he was on, but I remember that shower scene. I was like, yeah, that's what was on today's episode. So yeah, Dylan walks up and you just beautiful close up of Will showering outside. He went for a little swim, and then they were talking about. Honestly, I don't remember what they're talking about. I was still thinking about that shower scene and laughing at Sheila and Taylor. But he thinks that he's just talking about how he's just like messed up stuff with the lecturer, but Dylan doesn't think that he has or whatever. But I think they do kiss this week, and that might be in the looks like they're in the same area they're gonna be kissing. Or I think Dylan kisses him, not the other way around. But I'm sure he's not gonna say no, you know. But that man, even if she's not interested in him and just like wants to be a good friend to a lecturer and try to help them get together, there's nothing wrong with her looking at him. I mean, if you see a hot guy, you can look. Just don't touch. Uh, unless, you know, he wants it, she wants it. I don't know. But why do sex talk on today? Sex and loving talk on today's episode. Both beautiful. But I like Dylan, but I really thought that her and RJ were gonna do something, but I don't know. But I've said it, Will needs a real woman. He would, a good cougar should go after Will. I think so. He should go with the older woman. Yeah. Taylor, let's say Taylor. Yeah, Taylor's not. Yeah, there you go, Taylor. Go get with Will. You look like you could be a good cougar. That's all I'm going to say about this episode. Let me know in the comments below. What did you enjoy about this episode and what you didn't? In theories about what Sheila might do to Taylor and Deacon when the truth comes out. And if you like this video, hit the like button. Subscribe for more Bold and Beautiful videos. And I talk about the other 4 soaps as well. That's all I had to say. I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your day, night, whenever you're watching this video. And hope to see you in the next video. Hopefully, maybe, please. Love you guys. Bye.